person to broadcast. I just learned how to do it like a week ago. Very behind on technology and stuff. I don't mess with it that much, but I can at least say my piece on here. I love this game. I love this game with a passion. This is like one of my favorite games I played since Friday 13th. There's only a couple games I probably ever played that I enjoyed as much as this game. So the things I'm seeing, there seem to be divide in the community about certain things. These are my stuff I run. I pretty much played every killer. Got level 3 abilities on every killer. Level 99. I don't have level 3s on all the survivors. I don't play survivor near as much, or victim. I got it on Sunny, Anna, and Connie, but not these two. I keep hearing, like, and this is some funny things in the comments. Sometimes I think they got to be trolling. Sometimes because the stuff they say is so like ignorant that you can't be serious. But I think people, just in case they are, a lot of us are not against removing. A lot of us are fine with keeping the barriers in when we play against no Leatherface match. What a lot of us are concerned with is people find on certain team combinations making it to where victims can hold the game hostage. And the reason why I was saying like family house upstairs, two, I call them Bubba barriers, by the way. 2 Bubba barriers spawn, like, it's RNG, whatever, wherever they spawn. But 2 out of the 3 ensure the fact that you need Leatherface. So 2 out of the 3 ensure the fact that I say if the fuse is in the luggage room, and 2 out of 3 of those barriers will block the way to where you have to have a Leatherface to get to it, unless you have a hitchhiker or sissy. Now I'm fine with having barriers. I don't care as long as they're not equipped to make the game where they can hold the game hostage. I mean, barriers are fine. They can spam it all. They can spam barriers all they want. But I mean, because it just takes 2 family members to cut the person off. But if you literally have a, like I said, this will be it. Like, I don't know why you'd have this team, but you should be able to pick who you want. If you have a team of Cook, Johnny, and Nancy, once you come out, all the victims have to do on Family House is get upstairs, get to that point to where that fuse is, where they can't follow, and just sit there and hold the game hostage. If they don't do nothing about that, I mean, the devs said they ain't changing nothing. If they don't do nothing about this, like, people are just gonna hold the game hostage. So, I don't know if they're fully thinking this through. I want the game to be without Leatherface. I want to be without Leatherface. I just want the option to pick new teams. That's why I'm all for the requirement being lifted. You don't need to have a Leatherface requirement. Just fix some stuff in the game to where it's more balanced around that. You don't have to change everything in the game. And all the Leatherface fanboys on there, they just was like, well, you should bring Leatherface. That's the penalty you pay. No penalty should be worth somebody holding the game hostage. And if that's the case, how come on gas station just until recently, if you brought Cook and Johnny, you can just get someone to duck down in a car, and people were just like, why don't they just say, well, you should have brought Hitch and Sissy? I mean, any team combination that results in people being able to hold the game hostage is very bad for the game. That's just straight up bad for the game. And I know all the Leatherface fanboys, because I'm calling y'all fanboys because y'all are just like ridiculous. Y'all would rather be stuck using the same character every match, or the same combination of characters every match, than to have variety and have fun and make the game fun. It's all because Leatherface is on the cover of the game. Like, I'm not hating on Leatherface. I like using him too. I mean, but I don't want to use them. I don't want to have to like be required to use them. Like if my friend wants to try out Cook, another friend wants to try out like Hitchhiker, and I want to run Johnny this time, I should be able to do that. I shouldn't be like, okay guys, who's gonna be Leatherface? Like we should be able to do that. And I'm fine with certain penalties. Like without Hitch, you don't have traps. I'm fine with that. Without Cook, you don't have that additional padlock stuff. I'm fine with going without that. But without Leatherface, there should never be a way for someone to basically just hold the game hostage. And that's like that's my biggest concern about certain things. They might fix it, they might not. The time will tell. But like you're not drastically changing. We're not. I think from a lot of us who like the requirement being lifted to where you can pick whoever you want, we're not asking we're not asking them to overhaul the entire change to the entire game. We're asking for some adjustments to be made to fit the fact that so people can't hold the game hostage on any map at all. That's what a lot of us are asking. I'm like it makes hold on one second. It literally makes zero sense to me, like how you guys would want to be required to have a character in a game. Like it's a game. Gameplay should take priority over fan lore. If you're a big Leatherface fan, then good, use him. And to all the people that think he should be required, well, in whatever lobbies you play, make it like if no one wants to use Leatherface, then you use them. Make it like that. But to the people that want to play whatever combination of family members that you want, don't like hate on us for that. And don't sit there and just be like what, and answer to every way someone holds the game hostage. You should have brought Leatherface. That's like you should have brought Leatherface. You should have brought Leatherface. When I mean their attitude about this is the devs I'm talking to more than anything now. Your attitude towards this game should be, well, okay, they have a team that doesn't have Leatherface in it. We need to make sure and make a workaround to where there's no way people can actually hold a game hostage. That's morally what I'm talking about. I don't care about the barriers. Every barrier on the maps, most barriers you can just, like cut someone off at one end and they can't do it no more. And that's something that's a sacrifice we can make. That's not a big deal. Like on gas station in the basement though, and gas station and in a family house upstairs, those are the two I think morally that stand out to me. Is I think on gas stations sometimes some spawns in the basement there's two barriers back to back in the hallway. And if they're back to back in the hallway, there's literally no way no one can get to them without Leatherface. So all four people can just get in that gap and sit there and chill. It just happens. And like I said, I mentioned the family house one already, but so they're lifting the requirement, and I appreciate that, but I don't know if they're doing it for the right reasons. They're doing it because they want lobby dodging to stop. Especially that one guy on the video, not Wes, but the other guy. The way he sounds like he is upset about it. Like he don't want to lift it. Like they didn't want to have to do this. They thought everybody would be fighting to play Leatherface. A lot of people like playing him. I mean, I don't mind it. I could pick. I'll play with whoever. The only person I don't like in the game is Johnny, honestly, because Johnny needs a lot of help. Johnny's the worst family member, I think, by far, honestly. All of these family members have uses: power, lockdown, chase, and some lockdown, harvesting. Him, carbon copy of pretty much Leatherface almost. But my thing is, yeah, that's what I'm kind of think about when I play this game. I want this game to be, it's apparently dying. I want it to be good. I want it to live on, and adding variety I think will do that. But like I said, the devs, you got to do this the right way. You have to. You doesn't have to overhaul the type of changes. You have to make sure though there's no way anytime a family there's no way ever that anybody will be able to hold a game hostage. And if, like I said, if some changes aren't met, there is no like you should have picked this person to stop the game from being held hostage. There should never be like you should pick a character to stop a game from being held hostage when you're free to pick who you want. That's just kind of like my view of it. But yeah, that's kind of how I look at this issue. I mean, when the changes come, I'm gonna be excited trying new stuff. The only kind of small thing I wish they did is I wish the family started at the same time as the victims if there's no Leatherface. But honestly, like, we can deal with it. Like, I mean, me and my team, we know how to play. We can deal with a lot of stuff. But to all the fanboys out there, just let people play who they want to play, and don't gripe about the fact that people don't want to play Leatherface. People want to play who they want to play. I mean, and people want to try new combinations. Cook, Hitch, and Sissy. That would be a fun combination to try. Johnny, Hitch, Sissy. That would be interesting. Like, all these little new combinations we'd love to try. I mean, I think it'd be fun to try these new combinations and stuff. I mean, it'd be fun, and you still can I think you still can keep a competitive edge without Leatherface. I could be wrong, but you can. But at the same time, the game was not made completely around him, because if it was made completely around him, they should have just made this game a 1v4 like Dead by Daylight. They should have made it completely just like Dead by Daylight. So then instead of having 2 extra family members. So imagine how many versions of teams you can run when Leatherface ain't required. You got Leatherface, Cook, Hitch. You got Leatherface, Hitch, Johnny. You got Leatherface, Hitch, Sissy. Leatherface, Johnny, Sissy. Leatherface, Cook, Sissy. That's pretty much maybe what you got. I might miss a couple. Leatherface gone or not required. You got all sorts of combinations you could run, and that would be fun. And I know all the fanboys are just like, well, that's not proper to the lore of the game. His face is on the game, and he's the face of the franchise. And I mean, I just think I'll just say it's kind of silly, because imagine someone's face on the game. Imagine if, like, I don't know if you guys know Mortal Kombat, but imagine if like Mortal Kombat 1 came out, and since Scorpion's usually the face of the franchise, Ed Boon decided to make, when you fought one-on-one, imagine if Scorpion was required for every match. So one person that fought had to have Scorpion, and the other people had to pick whoever. That would get lame very fast, and they know that wouldn't last very long. Now granted, that's a different type of game, but this game, like I said, it's a 3v4 asymmetrical horror game. It's not Leatherface and friends. It's the family versus the victims. So that's just kind of what I'm saying when I'm putting this out. I don't even know people will look at it. Like I said, I just came out with you. I got like 2 or 3 subscribers. I don't even know. But like, if you ever look at this, understand, like, a lot of us, we don't want the entire game to just be changed. We just want to make sure if somebody doesn't pick Leatherface, we want to make sure things are put in place to where people can't hold the game hostage. Barriers are easy to do. It takes 2 people to deal with it, and that's fine. Like, 2 people can deal with that. That's the price you pay, and that's perfectly fine for not having him. But I digress, I guess. But yeah, that's just really what I wanted to say, because sometimes I look on these comments. I love this game. Like, this game is probably, and to see the fact that it's dying actually bothers me, but to see the fact that this game is one of my favorite games since Friday 13th. And Friday 13th, I put a ton of hours in. I don't even know how much. I had to look. But, like, I played Friday 13th when no one else was playing it, because I had so much fun with it. And this game, I'm having just as much fun with it, and I don't want it to die. I mean, it might die. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with this game though, and um, I just want it to be better. I want it to be funner. Like, I mean, it sucks. Like, if you go against a good team, you're stuck playing the same team anyway. So it kind of sucks on that. But like I said, I want new combinations. I want this guy to get a buff. Johnny, he needs it. And I know you Johnny players or people that hate going against Johnny. When I talk about like high level play, and I'm not like the greatest player, but I'm not the worst. I know exactly what I'm doing when I play. I just have bad vision sometimes. He needs a buff. This guy needs a buff. Like, everybody else is fine. So, well, she needs a small buff too in some things because her skill tree sucks. But like, I mean, there's a lot of things in this game I love. Some things are bad, like with anything. Like, no game's ever perfect. This game is definitely not perfect, but it can be so much better. And if the devs put time into it, that's fine. It will be better, but they can't keep following the same formula because every match you're stuck. You have a Leatherface every match. Like, some people it's just gonna wear on, and it's gonna get boring. Like, to me, I'm kind of bored of this game. I love it to death. I'll still play it if people want to play it, but I'm bored of it. Like, a lot of the time, I'll still play it. Like, just to try new loadouts and stuff. I mean, I got like level 3, all the perks I want, all the different loadouts I want, level 3 on pretty much everything. I got one loadout on him. I ain't got level 3 on everything, but I guess I could play Victim. I could work on these. Leland, I got level 2 on his ability, and Julie, I haven't played that much of her. But I play Sunny just to strictly show everybody, like, just to show everybody how easy Victim is, because it's really easy playing Victim in this game. Like, Victim is so, like, this game is Victim side. If you think differently, then let me show you how easy Victim is if I pick her, him, or her. So, anyway. But that's just what I was gonna say. Don't even know who would listen. I don't even care. But I'm just gonna get it off my chest. Like, it's really silly. You know, I'm a nerd when it comes to games. I like talking analytics and stuff, and I mean, I even like tier lists. I might come up with one soon. I already have it in my head, but I ain't gonna do it now. But maybe later on today or whenever I get a chance, whatever I want to. But just understand that, yeah, like the game is fun, but you can't look at it to where it's like Leatherface and Friends. You got to look at it to where it's like the family. And like I said plenty of times in the other comments, Leatherface should be wanted but not needed. And that's like where I kind of at. Like, you should want to play him for his one shots and his Bubba barrier, being able to get rid of Bubba barriers. But you shouldn't absolutely need him. Just like you shouldn't absolutely need Cook and Hitch and Johnny and Sissy. You shouldn't absolutely need them. That's more what I'm talking about. A lot of people are talking about Johnny over here, saying he should be able to get rid of the barriers or crawl spaces. And I think a lot of people, when they say that, I mean, I'm all for it if they do it, but if a lot of people, when they say that, I think they're saying that just because they know Johnny sucks. Like, a lot of high level people, I'm sorry guys, high level people that play this game, that know this game inside and out, somewhat like I do, they know Johnny's the worst. And they're trying to give him some kind of buff to kind of balance him. Because, hell, they nerfed him. They're about to nerf him on this next update. So it's like, it's kind of silly. But that's why I think a lot of the time they're talking about Johnny getting that to do, because he needs something else added, because he needs a buff. I know for all you people that say Johnny can hit you 4 times and he's dead, yeah, that's good, but he's easy to get away from. To me, this man right here, Hitchhiker, is a better chaser than Johnny. He don't hit as hard, but look, if you run savagery like I run at 33, I could still hit people enough time to do a lot of damage to them. And they can't loop me because I can stay on them. The only thing I deal with is Bubba Bears or Wells. I don't run that on him now, but there's a build on him. When you run Wireframe, Scout, and Fire Up, there's literally no way you can lose Hitchhiker unless you Well or Bubba Bear. So what I'm saying is, yeah, there's reasons why he needs a. I think that's why a lot of people were saying that, and I'm all for it if they wanted to do that. But that's why, like, I also Johnny kicks crawl spaces. It should stay closed, and Johnny getting rid of Bubba Bears, which all that is like people were saying that, and I understand where they're coming from because they need a Johnny. Johnny needs a buff some kind of way. That's why they were saying that, but I digress. This is what I was just saying. I love this game. I want it to be better. Like it's one of my favorite games ever played, and I've been playing games for years. So, that's just what I was thinking about. If anybody ever said anything, comments on it, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I always tell everybody you have a right to be wrong. So, but nah, I'm just messing with about that. But yeah, everybody wants that content. I play mainly killer. I don't have a lot of. Like I said, I'm brand new. I'm not brand new. I'm brand new at broadcasts. I'm not brand new at the game, but I'm brand new at broadcasting. So, you guys, y'all take care. Whoever watches this, and God bless.